What is the Sparks Brothers, and why haven't I heard about it? I'm a movie fan. If you are too and you don't know, don't worry, I'll hook you up. We're going to talk about the Sparks Brothers. All right, let's check it out. Just here on the IMDB, Sparks Brothers, a documentary about music. Came out June 18th, so that's why people are talking about it. It's got an 8.1 score there. And, well, what is this? Let's look at the synopsis. The Sparks Brothers is a musical odyssey through 5 weird and wonderful decades with Ron and Russell Mile, celebrating the inspiring legacy of Sparks. Is it Mile or Male? Male. It's directed by Edgar Wright. How could I not know that? He's just going to be wrapping up Last Night in Soho, and I didn't know that. I didn't know this. I must have, but I guess not. Let's look at the cast for the Sparks Brothers. Ron Male, Russell Male, Beck is in this. Okay, and it's all self here. Well, it said documentary, right? So who else? Any other big names? I'm sure I'm going to miss some of them up. Mike Myers, Fred Armisen, cool. Weird Al is in this movie. Very, very interesting. All right, guys, so let's just examine the trailer for the Sparks Brothers, and I'll tell you what I think. It's not a trailer reaction, it's a trailer examination.
Throughout all the years that I've been making music, if you get on a tour bus with a bunch of musicians,
they all know these people, right? They know them.
The conversation will go to Sparks.
Sparks, whatever that is.
Seeing him all the time.
Okay, hold on. Is that was Flea? Hold on. This is going to be one of those things where it's going to make myself look like a fool, and hopefully not you guys. Hopefully you will watch this before you talk about Sparks. This is about something that's probably inspired all of these people and that I should know about, but I don't. But you know what? They made this documentary, so that's probably a good idea because it will get people to know about Sparks, whatever it is. And it's going to be one of those things where, these are the cool people that knew about it before us, but hey, we got to catch up somewhere, right?
Those guys.
They are a band who you can look up on Wikipedia and know nothing.
Yeah,
we
obviously.
are Sparks, dude.
Please welcome Sparks.
Well, it does look like he was on some shows of notoriety there, some talk shows, and I just never clue into it. I feel dumb. Why should I feel dumb about this? Because Edgar Wright's directing it? Maybe.
Questions about Sparks. How many albums are there?
25 albums.
25 albums of Sparks, and I've never heard of it. Yeah, it's beginning to make me feel like maybe I shouldn't publish this video.
Are you brothers?
We are brothers. We are brothers.
Music at its best.
They are brothers?
You go, oh my God, what is that?
It's insane, but it's fantastic.
But it still hasn't told us what Sparks is. I thought it was that ventriloquist doll that you just saw there, but it appears to be a band.
Have built whole careers out of.
Throwaway riffs. So they're really hyping these people up, even though I never heard of him. And he's got a chaplain on there, if you know what that is.
Television.
Okay.
It was the sound of the future.
Well, I gotta tell you this, that music so far doesn't sound familiar, and I'm not gonna continue to make myself look like an ignorant buffoon by telling you that I don't recognize it. But as far as the movie goes, it's cool that they got all of these people talking about them.
Sparks is way more prolific than all of the artists we consider to be the greatest in the world.
Okay, stop saying that. You're making me feel bad. Sparks.
Would pretend to be Ron. That's amazing.
Okay. So I saw something there in the performance. They definitely looked like they had some style, and they were pushing the envelope of, being an artist. And that's good. That's cool. That's probably what inspired a lot of people to be eccentric with their presentations, and I got no problem with that.
We're taking all their creative juices and putting it into something that they loved.
They were a bit much for most people.
The culture just wasn't there yet.
Is there anybody out there at all right now?
Yeah, see what he's doing there? So then, he's being eccentric, and that's probably what inspired a whole bunch of people. I get it. I understand it. This came out June 18th. We'll take a look at the box office for it in a moment. And the Rotten Tomatoes.
They've reinvented themselves several times.
This thing...
That sounds like the scene from our biopic.
They're still alive, obviously, right? Fall in love.
Here we are.
Okay. well, it did show them at some venues there that were huge, and people really liked them, but okay.
They may have given birth to other bands who don't even know that the lineage goes back to them.
and that just goes to what I was just saying, Beck, is that I don't even know about them. So yeah, that's probably very true.
Still are waiting to get paid back for that.
It looks charming, though.
A documentary until now?
Edgar
We
Wright.
didn't want to do the standard documentary full of talking heads. It would become too dry.
Okay. All right. June 18th. Guys, what did you think about that trailer? I'll tell you this. It confirmed everything that I was just about to say. I don't know who these people are, but they probably inspired a bunch of people, and it makes me look like I'm a fool and I'm totally ignorant of music, even though I am a musician myself, and I like to listen to music on a daily basis. It just makes me... I don't know what this makes me feel like. What does it make you feel like? Let me know in the comments below what you think about the Sparks Brothers. Okay. I like the approach to it, and it seems like they were interesting characters. So let's take a look at the box office, and then we'll look at the tomato score, and we'll render if you should watch this or if you shouldn't watch it. But I'm guessing if you're a fan of them, you've already watched it. If you're a fan, yeah, you've already watched it. Yeah. Here we are on Box Office Mojo. It has 341,000 domestically. It hasn't had an international release. It just came out this weekend, so it didn't crack the top 5 as we saw on my box office report this week. It was probably lower down. Maybe let's just pull up the domestic. Where did it fit overall? Because yeah, Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard was number 1, and it did the 11th spot. Okay, that's right. So it didn't crack the top 10, and it's getting good buzz. So despite my approach so far, it's getting the word of mouth, which means that the Rotten Tomatoes score is probably pretty good. Let's take a look. Okay, the Sparks Brothers, Tomato Meter, critics liked it at 95%, and audience scores have said 97%. So my ignorance is probably going to earn a lot of thumbs down. And that's a bummer, but at least you get to learn about the Sparks Brothers, and you get to watch me learn about the Sparks Brothers. Okay, or the Sparks. Sparks. It's not the Sparks Brothers. What am I talking about? It's Ron Mail and Russell Mail. The Mail Brothers. Yeah, why isn't this called the Mail Brothers then? Sparks Brothers. Yeah, it's called the Sparks Brothers. Guys. Yeah, the Sparks Brothers, guys. It's got good critic scores. It's got good audience scores. I would say go check it out if you are into this stuff. If this is your bag, you want to learn this. I'll tell you this. This is what I would say. I am a music fan, obviously. I don't want to be ignorant. And this has inspired a lot of musicians today, as the documentary shows. So I'm going to watch it. I'm going to check it out. And hopefully I'll clue into the references that people were inspired from. That's what I would say from this. Okay, that's it, guys. The Sparks Brothers. Now you know everything, just like me. If you like what you've seen, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe right there.